Hello, guys. It's another day on After, and today I still have the man who can talk for an hour
Non-stop
without blinking,
with so much
who
experience.
always makes sense. All right. So introduce yourself again.
So as usual, my name is Prince Kobe Agbeli, CEO to SoftP Expert Services, which is a travel and tour, business developer, web developer. I'm your tech guy, entrepreneur. I'm a BBR.
Or Nwabibia, and your man.
Yes, I forgot. Pure water, ice water. Yeah.
The name is Ebo Hobbyist, media person, voiceover
Senior body
person.
why? Not me to Igbo hobbies na. Nigeria for baby say Igbo. Ebo hobbies,
What's
yes.
the fancy?
Yeah,
What you
Fanti
fancy?
Fanti
No
for
Yes.
Kobna, the
Yes.
same thing, yeah.
Okay.
Ebo Hobbyist, voiceover artist, massage therapist, and a media person.
All right, and your host, King James. I recap from our previous discussion, and I want to ask you this from the previous discussion. What will make you, or what will convince you to do a white wedding?
I can never, like the man said in the video, I can never do such a thing. The moment traditional wedding comes in and we understand each other, we do some 1-2 parties, we are recognized by the particular vital people that we are couple. The rest of them, we will introduce ourselves when we are going.
Even if they give you the craziest sex ever, it will not convince you to
Sex.
do a white wedding. Yeah.
I have this man that said something. He said, he said, young lady, be careful about your life. If it is sex, I know hookup. If it is food, I know restaurants. If you can wash, I know proper laundries. What again can you give me that I cannot get?
You get Shawana, me the pine that.
Okay, so jokes aside, well, if I have the financial capability to do it, and I feel this is what I agree on, not what the lady is pushing me to do, I will do it. Yep. Aside that, I don't see the reason why I should do something that, number one, is not my culture. Number one, is super expensive. And I don't see the need for that.
Don't see the need. So, Mr. Hobbes, what will convince you to do a white wedding?
King James, nothing will convince me. Now, the traditional marriage is a proper marriage. If you want to wear 2 or 6 rings, we wear that one during the traditional marriage.
Bam.
Bam. Mr. Hobbes, what do we have for today on After?
Today, King James, we are discussing some of the reasons why men ghost either relationships or marriages. Like, why do men, some men, okay, why do men
yes,
just disappear? Some people grew up without their fathers, most people, and may the souls of the faithfully departed through the mercies of God rest in peace.
Amen.
Those of you who have lost your fathers, please. We are not the discussion we are discussing. Your father, even though he's a ghost now, he didn't ghost you. It was his time and he left. So we are not talking about. We are talking about those whose fathers are alive,
or men in general,
and just decided to ghost. King James, over to you.
All right. So this time around, I'm starting from Mr. IT man.
That's where you started from already. Yeah. So
the first time I started from you.
No, it started from me. Anyway, either way.
Then
still start from him.
Sotium, hold your gun.
Okay.
Sotium.
Look, everything that I have got to say, this man can amplify and multiply it. He can actually replenish it.
And you know, I love the fact that
he's a busy man. We can't get him here all the time.
And
now, yes, I can't.
Oh, you know what I want. So long as he's here, why not? I'll come. So you know that's the item 13 you have here is super good. I'm telling you, this is a live item. Something is good. Sack that item 13 and you have gotten rid of me. Anyway, Anyway, so this is a beautiful,
Nyara Jojo Garafia.
Tade alam
In
ngoma
fact, I will not
Jojo
bring
Garafia.
Tuesday people on this show again.
So, why do men ghost in general? May the soul of my father rest in peace. There's very little I can say about him, so I wouldn't talk about him at all. Why do men ghost women? Let me just address that particular question as plain as I can. So, there comes a time in a man's life where you just understand that this situation is not for me. So I just need to leave. And it will be the most matured decision to make at that particular time.
Ghosting someone.
Yes. There is one thing I can say I'm the expert of ghosting.
No, ghosting someone
is
a mature thing to do.
Yes.
But I will tell you that it is immature to ghost.
No, it will depend on the situation.
Yes.
No,
yes.
But then
that's
he should be able.
He didn't say every ghosting is a mature
then explain
thing.
yourself. Because personally, I would think ghosting someone is immature.
So when I'm going on, you'll probably understand.
Said mature. Okay.
So now, when we are talking about maturity here, then we should be talking about maturity from the lady's side too. Okay, I will call myself the master of ghosting. Why? Because, we are all raised differently. We understand different aspects of life differently. Your reaction to every action, there is a reaction, but your reaction will differ from my reaction.
Of course.
I know someone who would see a snake, almighty snake.
Yeah.
The moment I put almighty there, it means I'm the first to run. But there's someone who will say,
I will kill it.
That's ophidiophobia.
Yes.
The fear of snakes.
Yes. I am a sapiosexual kind of a man.
I see.
Yes, I'm in love with intelligence.
Intelligent people, okay.
So if you are a lady, not sebi, you are not intelligent, you don't have a lot to bring to the table contribution-wise, I don't see the reason why. And there are some people that are just very hard to get rid of. The only way to wear them off is to ghost them. There's everybody comes to this particular aura around them.
Yeah.
That will actually, some people cannot help but be around them no matter how abusive or bad they are.
This man is speaking my language.
You understand? And because it is hard to get rid of them, the only way to get them away from you is to show a little bit sign of, I don't want you around. I don't enjoy your conversation anymore. I don't want to reply again. I just feel that this is not working. Look, I know people who cannot open their mouth and tell a woman or a lady that I don't want you anymore, but the silence alone speaks a lot.
Their silence speaks louder than their voice.
Yes. So the lady will understand that I am not needed anymore. A matured lady for that matter. I'm not saying ghosting is a good thing, but in some cases, you cannot just help but ghost a person. Let's put, for example, I don't like a lady that makes me her only source of support. Only source of support. When I have responsibilities already, my mother, my business is my responsibility. My business is not up to that stage where it has to, I can sleep and it caters for things. So definitely you will find me ghosting you sometimes. Not the permanent kind of ghosting. So you might talk to me and I might not reply for 3 days and probably come out later with a reply, or might, like, I don't like a lady that puts pressure on a man for something that she could not afford for herself and is still angry because you could not afford it for her.
Okay, thank you so much.
So in this case, ghosting is very important. When I realize you are that kind of person, I don't know how you will take it when I say you are acting like a gold digger. So the best thing to do is just to leave with no trace. You will understand it with time.
I know the America.
Okay. Okay.
girl.
Okay, so you have chosen that ghosting is a good thing to do.
Yes. Sometimes it's just the perfect thing to do.
Sometimes it's
Even,
just
I
a
mean,
perfect
the
thing
ladies
to do.
do it too. I know a lady when you ask for sex too much, they realize that's the only thing you want. They might not even voice it out. They start by ignoring you. When you call them to come, they won't come. When you say even at your lowest moment, they will not, or they will probably stop picking up your call totally.
They can give you an excuse that you think people be doing.
Yes, the grandmother many pen drive or to nyumna was on in or trying or to
Yeah.
or play videos ni we are
All right, so I'm going to say that ghosting is not a good thing to do. As a matured person and a man with integrity, a man with vision, or a man who supposed to be a leader, right? A man is born to be a leader. A man have to shepherd a woman.
Not in today's world though, but it's okay. I understand
Oh,
what you are saying. By default,
good.
that is what it is supposed to be.
Okay. So, as such a man, you have to learn how to say no. You have to learn to let your no to be known. So, if someone is doing something to you that you don't like it, let the person know. If you have to exit, exit and leave. But don't behave like Konongo Kaya. Wa wonko. Ososwa omobi sonko. And what I've come to realize, some men would intentionally ghost you. Let's say there has been an issue, right? The lady or your woman has offended you. Instead of you pointing out what the issue is, instead of you letting your anger known to the lady so she can learn from whatever that has transpired between both of you, you decided to ghost the person for a week or 2 or 3, and you still want to go and then come and still continue as if nothing has happened. As a matured person, you don't need to do that. As a matured person, let the person who is not matured know his faults, accept his faults. If you wish to continue, continue. If you don't wish to continue, just exit and go. Let's say someone is asking you too much and you don't like it. What do I have to do? I have to let you know I'm not available for all your calls. I'm not available to answer all your calls. From this day, learn how to call me. Don't call me from by this time to by this time. Or I'm not available for 3 months or 2 months or 3 months. So when you call me, you are not going to get me. There should be
it's
an
something
excuse.
you are intentionally doing.
There should be some excuse.
No, I want to understand that part. And it's something you are intentionally doing so the person will not get access to you for that period of time.
Yes.
Is that not also ghosting?
It's not ghosting. In this case, you've let the person know
That you are ghosting the person.
let the person know that because of A, B, C, D,
I'm going to ghost you.
I'm going off for some time. I want to reflect. If I'm convinced, I will come back. If I'm not convinced, I may not come back to you. Let the person know where he or she falls
short.
So that next time when he had the opportunity to have you again, he or she can cherish you and keep you and not to repeat that same mistake again.
Okay.
Personally, I think ghosting somebody is not a good thing.
It's not a mature thing. That's
it's
from
not
your
a mature
side.
thing as a man.
I mean, as we
have
go
been
down the
talking
conversation, we will understand.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm sure Councillor Hobbes has a lot to say.
I know.
Yes.
I know he's coming to quash all that I'm going to say, but
Oh no!
all my
Nobody's
viewers
questioning.
watching
Everybody's
me
giving their
and
view
listening-
here.
Who want me trim?
No, because you see, the people in the comment section, the people watching this video, they might have more juicier
Juicy,
reasons to ghost a person. But I'll still stand by my fact that sometimes I feel the only mature thing to do sometimes is just to ghost someone.
It's immature, Mr. Hobbes.
But you can't judge my point just like that. You stick to your point, I stick to mine.
No,
Down the line,
but it is
but down
immature.
the line we will find out.
So let's say, imagine Imagine.
No.
Let's say imagine, right?
I'm imagining.
Imagine
I'm imagining.
you are a friend of the president of the land. A very good friend, of course. And suddenly you don't hear from him again. When you try to reach him, now he doesn't pick your calls. How are you going to feel?
So I understand.
And he hasn't communicated anything to you.
Yes.
And you think that you haven't do anything. Like, you check yourself, you can't pinpoint one thing that you've done wrong.
Okay.
But you are reaching out to him and then he's not picking your calls.
You are putting
How are you going
yourself
to feel?
in a room you cannot come out.
You,
No. Who is putting himself in the room?
What you? Well, he knows exactly what I'm about to talk about.
You have your bite, so don't worry.
He knows exactly what I'm about to talk about. But just because I've spoken already, you see the way my hands are shaking. You see the way my hands are shaking. So the president has ghosted me.
Yes.
And I'm imagining it. Right? You let him finish. I know.
Yeah. So how are you going to feel?
You let him talk. I know. You let him talk. Because if I want to talk now, my brother, you will be left to explain what you said again. You'll be left to rethink exactly what you said again. And it will keep him out of the conversation. So let him talk. I'm sure he will cover that grounds for you. You will see.
So, Mr. Hobbs, no, but I asked you the question. Then
You asked all of us.
No, I intentionally asked you.
See, the only thing I can say is, so the president is my friend. And then he ghosted me for no reason.
You can't pinpoint what you've done wrong.
Yes. Let him go. That's all I'm saying now. I know what you
Let my people go.
Yes. See, but I tell you something. There is nobody in this world who is inflicting pain on someone who does not know he's doing something wrong.
I know.
If you really say we are two matured people, then I should know exactly what I did for him to ghost me. If you are saying we are really matured people, that there's an Ewes saying that Shiamanglobe Abito to my Ewes.
Don't spoil our Michael.
So he says this. If I ever catch you with a knife, you're back. And I apologize to you, you are okay. Everything is okay. It takes you rubbing a pomade or a cream around your body to touch it to know exactly who inflicted that
pain, that cut.
So if you tell me a matured person and who happens to be a friend of I don't know if Akufo-Addo or the new one, either of them,
The new one.
then I should know exactly what I did. Because I said something earlier. Before we agree on the terms to become friends, then we have already gone through the rules and regulations that cover that particular friendship that has to keep it stable. Until one of those rules are broken, there should be no ghosting. Not at all. Because we can be sure earlier. On hini or person on with nani kuromuno.
No, true.
So hini ghosting me. They are not interested. Maybe ni mana so bako.
Mr. Hobbs.
King James.
Yeah.
Yeah, your question. I'm listening.
I don't have a question.
You don't have a question, sir.
I don't have a question for you.
So let me remind him.
Okay.
His main question was,
Is
it a mature thing to do to ghost someone? And he furthermore went to ask an example. Let's say you are a friend to the president. Because I said ghosting is probably sometimes the most mature thing to do to a particular set of people.
Okay.
And then he went ahead to say, let's just say you, Mr. Hobbist, not me, is a friend to the president. All of a sudden, you are a friend indeed. Two matured people agreeing to become friends.
Okay.
Which means you know each other enough. You've been friends for a while, a long time, which means you've been getting along quite well. For some reason, the president has just ceased talking to you. No, he has neither said anything to you, but no contact of any form. You don't know what you did. You don't know if he is dead, if something has happened to him, if he is on a business meeting, on a trip. But the word is ghosted you.
Sometimes, if you want your freedom, you have to serve people in equal measure as they serve you.
So explain yourself.
That's to the president being my friend.
Okay.
Just that
That's what the
one.
initial.
Okay.
Now, let me
Bombastic
go.
side eye.
Let me go to the main one. King James, you must tell the truth at all times. But it is not every truth that should be told at all times.
Okay.
Are you with me?
I'm with you.
You must tell the truth at all times.
At all time.
But it is not every truth
Mm.
that should be told at all times.
Okay.
Why will I ghost somebody? First of all, men, we don't need a lot of things in a relationship. The only things, a few things, just less than three. A man needs his peace of mind.
One.
Good
One.
food.
As for the food, I can cook myself. So if you're a woman and you can't cook, I'll double up, man.
It will be free for you for the viewers. It will be free for you.
Peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Every man or a particular that man deserves respect.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman
Key point.
disrespects a man, that is the only time the woman can enter the man's soul,
The pain inflicted
by
on his very essence.
disrespecting the man. Women sometimes make the mistake of saying things and they know that later they'll regret and come and say sorry. The reason why people say men don't forgive easily is not that men don't forgive easily. Adia ebeshi bema no oba enhye ne saa. Because women don't think as deep as men do. Men are born thinkers. There are companies known as think tanks. They don't hire women.
They hire men.
It's only even their secretaries, even
Critical
those
thinking beings.
who make their photocopies are men. Hire a woman as your secretary. You can't shake their ass and confuse men. Whilst men need to think.
You see? You see?
Before me, King James, I will ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
It means you have reached a certain threshold. The rope that I gave to you, it has reached its last millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And for me not to allow you to pull just the few remaining millimeters left, the ghosting is the best option for me. Asem
Without a word.
Nasem enko.
So let me ask you.
You are talking about maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosting is the most matured thing to do. Some people get angry and then they express their anger and they solve their situations. Remember, you cannot say somebody is either matured or not matured. That will be based on your assumption.
Mm-hmm.
If you are the one who likes to solve problems there and then, you might not know the reason why the person goes, or whether he never tried solving the problem there and then and it didn't work. Once it's a mistake, twice it's a decision. I will not let it happen the third time.
3 times you have killed me. I'm a living testimony.
So King James, me, I will ghost you. I will give you the same measure. It doesn't matter whether you think I am matured or immatured. Sometimes you have to be greedy for yourself. If you do not love yourself, it will be difficult for you to be loved by any other person.
But for someone to like wrong you more than 2 times, is that person matured enough to repeat that? And you are not matured enough to, when you ghost the person, it makes you immature.
No, but you should know that 2 wrongs doesn't make.
What one day show is my poopa.
No. 2 wrongs.
One day we'll fight on this show.
No, so you see,
2 wrongs can never make
right.
a right. That's why the wrong should not keep continuing.
Yes.
exactly. So
There are people, like you said, they will hide behind the word I'm sorry.
Well,
But they know me can't sorry. I know.
Exactly. I know. But you
But
that
ghosting is ghosting, and according to you, the term ghosting itself in general makes a person not mature.
Okay. Then let me ask both of you this question.
And before you ask the question, it is not every case that you have to sit down and discuss.
Yes.
Sometimes obian find a way.
Well understood.
That-
Basically, that may be your expression,
Yes.
but that's fine. But let me ask this question.
Do you think God should sit down with Satan and discuss what he did in heaven?
They could have finished. Look. listen to this. The person is with you. He disrespected you. He fought with you. We
Convince
that we
one
don't know
thing.
anything about the fight. You have brought this man to us. Now catch and say, why?
But he didn't brought he didn't bring him here.
He cast
he
him
threw
down
him,
there.
he threw him.
He cast him,
And-
but
and
he didn't come here.
No, where did he go? He
So
casted him.
when you
No,
read-
Senior,
when you
get
read
your
the-
priorities straight.
No.
He
When you
said
read the
plain
Bible,
that
when you read
sorry
the, when
for
you, no.
we on the earth.
Ask your
Because-
question. Ask your question.
No, if you go there, then,
If you want us to go there, we can go there.
no, but the Bible, Senior man, what are you saying like that?
What are you trying to say?
Why are you
Have you
saying
ever
why?
have you ever asked yourself why there are so many religions but one Satan? Have you ever asked yourself that question?
So many religions,
But one Satan.
one Satan. Have you ever asked yourself that question?
So
he's
many
asked
times.
himself.
You
That's
are
why
asking
he's-
me.
Yes.
Okay.
You know
I think
what?
that would be that
You know
answer.
what? Let's
will
go
give
to
you-
the ghosting because if I want to listen to the part where you said he didn't throw him to us, then it will be because the Bible stated it vividly. It's okay. You let's go on.
Ask your question.
If you want us to, we
Ghosting
can
question.
go there.
Ghosting
Let's
question.
go.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Let's
ghosting.
go.
Oba
Let's
ya
come
ma
back-
ya
let's come
dane
back to
someone for.
Let's ghost people.
Okay, so
You'll be here. Ghost will be in the camera
No.
and say, "Are you talking to me?" Okay.
okay, so
I think we should divert the ghosting to maybe
Ignoring or
relationships
something,
or. But I know there are instances people, the day of their wedding, that's when they decide to get lost.
get
Especially
yeah.
the men.
Them.
Yeah.
That
He has weighed the
that
odds.
is-
Yeah.
Especially that is very
No.
dangerous.
Even
That is what?
even
Dangerous.
But
1
I've seen women
hour,
do into men.
1 hour to
woman can also do it
somebody's.
If you are saying that is dangerous,
No,
what
that's what I'm
about
saying.
few minutes before your wedding?
Uh-huh.
Then you see your wife. We kuntu wana kwabrani ewa neche born sunkunde.
So I think we discussed about that before.
I
That's
don't know what kun sunsuma se kuwangasa.
that is the breakup sex and then the bye-bye sex that they do.
Oh, so they have that as a tradition to that they do.
Yeah. Now they have something we call breakup
Massage.
sex.
Look at me very well. I could have killed a lot of. I could have killed a lot of people.
So that is why recently we have a lot of firstborn not belonging to the
Oh yeah.
the
That's
biological
what has increased the
Nyangasa
DNA.
So I think
Yeah.
I think another day we are going to discuss
For me to marry my lady and then
what
you
is- what
come
is it
and
called?
impregnate
DNA?
her for the first time. You know what?
DNA thing that where every man wants to do now because sometimes any firstborn will pay, but
You know what? It's better we go to the ghosting. Let's not move from the topic because that topic we are going to, my brother.
I know. No.
So let's go back to the ghosting. Let's ghost people.
Let's continue to ghost people, but I will still stand that
By your word, that is an immature thing to do.
it is immature thing to ghost
Okay.
somebody. Because I think as somebody who
Ça, c'est
you
toi, oh.
are matured. No, I understand you. You raise a point that not everything that needs to be discussed. Some of the things you just.
Oh
have to-
yeah.
I mean, you see, the
Miankasa-
question I wanted to ask. is that-
Mempeka de Dante.
the question I want to
I don't
ask.
know.
This is the
What
question
you
I
say,
want.
me, no?
Good. This is the question I want to ask you, both of you. Do you want to go somebody, go for a month or two, and still come back to talk to the person?
Okay, so I don't know if I'm to answer first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go first.
So I have this saying, or I have this norm I live by in my life. Okay, and I will do nothing without this norm. Okay, so according to my norm, 2 questions. If I want to do something for someone, or if I want to embark on any journey, do anything at all, 2 questions. Will I be able to see it through to the end? If my answer is yes, should there be a problem? Will I still stand and handle it? If these answers are yes, nothing will change my mind ever.
That's the brain of every successful businessman. You don't start something you cannot finish.
That is business.
My
we
second
are
thing
talking
is,
about life.
Can I?
principle.
What I'm about to do? Can I see it through to the end? Yes.
It's applicable to life.
Yeah, very good. So, what I'm about doing? Can I see it through to the end? Yes. Should there be a problem? The moment this is no, one no alone is enough for me not to even start. Because if I would not stand, should there be any problem, then there's no need for me to start in the first
So
place.
what are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, your question was, I'm sure he's already gotten the point. Your question was, is it good for me would I prefer ghosting someone, going for a month and coming back? Okay. So I am someone who can ghost you and keep it that way.
Forever.
Yes. Providing the reason you gave me to ghost you, if you are worth ghosting, when I leave, at that time I took to reflect on what you did would determine if I want to be a scapegoat, I want to be a fool and come back, and then we continue from where we left with the thought that there's a probability that you will change, or I just want to say, I think I've had enough, it's okay. Remember, there's some people you don't even wrong twice.
Yeah.
It is very hard to find me saying sorry to you because I intend to make you and your character and your likes and dislikes my priority. I want to study them very well. Well, I'm human. I may still fall short sometimes, but the part where I fall short should not be one that will inflict a pain that cannot be forgotten. And I don't mean physically. Words can hurt much more than sword sometimes. He said there are certain things you don't discuss. Let's put this in question here. You've known a lady for a long time. She's been asking for money, and probably you've never been intimate with this lady, but you've been dating. She says, the reason why I can't be intimate with you is because I have, excuse me to say, candidiasis or white or something.
Oh.
So she says something like that. And for the past 6 months, you've paid for medical bills pertaining to candidiasis, to which you realize it's totally okay, cured. You see here in flashy wigs and all that, but this is a problem. And then the first time you get intimate with her, you realize that not even a step was taken to treat the problem. Sorry, viewers, not even a step was taken. Rather, the money were being used for the hair and stuffs and all that. There are two things you are going to do here. You are going to first ghost the person for lying to you. Secondly, you cannot discuss the reason why. You may not be able to discuss the reason why, the word is made, you are ghosting her. Because if you have to explain, then you have to explain that I've seen you with flashy stuff, and this is why I think the money was not used for what you said you wanted to use the money for.
Some things are very obvious.
Very good. Which boils down to, you have to explain to her, when I was with you sexually, I think the problem you still spoke about, to which I had spent money on, still persisted. So you cannot talk about that in the first place, because what I know, one thing is, if you explain to a lady that she has such problems, it's something that they tend to think about very much.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the only way to hurt a lady deep down. So they feel, even if it is a problem, I mean, there's no polite way you can go about this. Just call a spade and talk about it. But then I can't go and say, I feel that what you are using the money for is different from what you said you intended to use the money for, what you said you were using the money for. And she will ask, how do you know? And you have to now explain, say, this is what I saw during our encounter, which is something you cannot mention. So that thing, two things come here. I cannot discuss it. And then for lying to me, I have to ghost you.
Some people just don't like long talks.
You see, when I meet my fellow guys, I know how to do long conversation. But with a lady, I either be quiet and ghost you than drag issues.
Maji, look, I think with regards to your points, your example that you raised, I think the best thing you have to do is that you have to let the person know.
Okay, so that's you.
You know, for me, my mom is a herbalist. I mean, she sells medicine. So I can relate with the point that you raised. Because I know a guy who I think came for white gonorrhea.
Yes.
Gono. You see, white medicine. And then his complaint was that he got it from a lady that he had an intimacy with. A lady that he met.
We have lots of intimacy, so specify sexual intimacy.
Sexual. So a lady that she had an intimate with. a lady that.
There's a lot of intimate relationships you can have with a lot of people.
The word that you
get
want
intimate.
To use, I will use it.
And so sexual intimate.
A lady that she met. A lady that she met. A lady that she met.
Yeah.
That they agreed to date. Last, he was able to have the sex with that lady.
An achievement. He was able.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
And after the sex,
he realized the complications that came afterwards. Yeah. Which is gonorrhea.
And he decided to leave the lady without saying anything. In other words, he ghosted the lady.
Okay.
And decided to come for medicine and treat himself and go for another person.
And never go to that lady again.
Never go back to that lady again. And the lady was calling him several times. Wanted to know why.
Oh, okay.
He is not picking his call.
So she has made the attempt to want to know why.
Yes.
Want to know why.
And also, number one, that's a different scenario from what I talked about.
Ghosting somebody.
No, it's not the same thing.
You ghosted somebody and then the person will be calling you.
No, but this is a case where the lady had already told the young man that this is my issue and I needed money to treat myself.
I didn't say he.
In my scenario, is the lady had come out clean. But what you are talking about is there's a probability the lady does not even know.
But this same thing.
No, it's not. This time the guy is totally at fault.
No.
I understand. Basically, it's the same thing. I understand what he's saying.
Basically, it's not.
It's the same thing.
No,
because look, it's all about ghosting. You see,
but if it's all about ghosting,
this is self-awareness.
That is what I'm saying.
What I understood, I've told you that I have this problem. Then I've taken money from you. So you think I don't understand? I've taken money from you for more than 6 months. Wait.
And you are putting an expensive wig on an empty head.
Don't worry.
Continue.
I've taken money from you for more than 6 months.
I'm
treating that sickness. So that when you come, you don't get that sickness.
Okay, 6 months
But after 6 months, you have your way, and then you still
and then
that's what to we
and you decided to ghost the person.
Yes.
Not letting her know that what you have taken money from me.
No, but she knows what she took money from. She knows why she took the money. She just didn't use the money for what she took it for.
Yeah, well,
but your case, I want you to go back to your case, and then you will know the differences. But no, that's why we are here for discussion, right? Because according to your story, this time the lady did not say anything to the young man. There's a high probability she does not even know, or she did not even know she had such issues, right? For the young man leaving without telling the lady, this is not a young man who is ready to make a life with a lady, right?
That is what I want you to understand. That.
So what if?
It's about this. The point I want
it's not
you
the same.
No, is this the point I want you to understand is this? Let the person know where she falls short. As it's
in your case, yes. Let the person know where she falls short. In your case, yes. It's a new relationship. Nothing has been discussed. Wait.
The scenario you raised. What if she truly used the money for that treatment, but still she didn't got the right medicine to treat it?
No, but the scenario I raised was.
You know that people can sell fake drugs.
I know, but the scenario. Look.
Exactly. So
this is what I. So this is what I said.
Are you saying?
You are trying to tell me.
So are you saying? Wait. Are you saying that the lady used your money to beautify herself, not using the money to buy them?
Well, in my story, that's what I meant. Point blank. Also, you are trying to tell me that gonorrhea is so severe that I've given you money to go to the hospital and they could not treat you at the hospital.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months
for that matter.
No.
I love this guy. I'm telling you.
You can.
I love this guy.
You can be on wrong medication for about a year
from the hospital. After test has been run?
Oh, trust me.
My brother.
You haven't seen anything yet. Are you not in Ghana? No. Are you not in Ghana? That one legend, someone who died out of wrong prescription. He himself went to the hospital.
What sickness? What was this? What was it diagnosed with?
What's his name? Koda, right?
What was the problem? What was the problem? What was the sickness?
Yeah.
What was the sickness?
I don't want her to go there.
No. I just want to know. Because let's put the sickness in question here.
No.
We are talking about gonorrhea.
Which is treatable.
It's the same
treatable.
What is sickness is not treatable apart from certain disease, cancer, and all those things.
But when we are talking about gonorrhea,
we have,
see,
yes,
but when we are talking about this
so,
gonorrhea thing, it's something that is really common. So we have even off-desk medicines that equally work. We are talking, senior, do the hand again.
6 months.
6 months.
You can be on wrong medication.
So that
no, you see,
let's not leave the conversation.
Can tell you that. A doctor can tell you that. Not all the symptoms you see means that this is a gonorrhea.
Oh, but this time she probably has gone through tests. That's the reason why she knows
so the
what
point
she's
I
going
want
through.
To, the
right.
point the point
okay,
I want
okay,
you to understand
so let's come back to your story. I don't want us to leave the
the point I want you to understand is this. Don't always think that I have given you money for this and still that problem is there. Find out what the problem actually is.
Oh, but I know the problem. That's why I give money, and she herself know the problem. That's why she took
no.
money
So maybe
for 6 months.
She have used the money. She used the money for
medication. 6 months. Yeah.
The thing is there. So you think you can't still be with that person? Just let the person know and exit.
King James.
That's what I want you to understand.
King James.
Ghosting is not a good thing to do.
King James.
You're listed.
King James. You know a lot about medicine than he and I do. Are you trying to tell us and our lovely viewers
here
that it will take somebody 6 months whilst you are taking the medicine, at least when who improvement be say the medicine is working or not?
Are you talking about local medicine or you are talking about?
Medicine is medicine.
So he didn't specify that if it
was.
I
just said she went to the hospital.
So that's foreign drugs. So foreign drugs, we have some of them that
if I have gono right now and I go to the hospital, I want the sickness to leave my system fast. So
that is why I went there.
I will not sit down for 6 months.
Mr. Hobbes,
sorry.
Are you not? No.
6
months. Let us all do this.
6 months.
6 months. Are you not in Ghana, whereby people go to the hospital?
Are you trying to say our hospitals are incapable of treating gonorrhea? Because honestly, this is very, very sad.
No,
for 6 solid months.
Why do you go to hospital
or you can meet a wrong nurse?
Do you know anybody who
can
has
give you a wrong medication?
Check up.
You 6 months body
for gonorrhea.
Me na make just 6 months body
Need the before na
You don't know. It
okay.
is Ghana.
So let's come back to your story. According to you, the man has got gonorrhea from a lady.
From a lady, yeah. And now he has come to treat himself.
And then goes.
And now the lady called him.
The lady
has to find out the reason why.
The lady wants to find out why he's not picking his call, but the person has ghosted him.
So do you know something? I'll tell you this. For once, there's a probability the lady does not know she has gonorrhea.
That's it.
There's a big probability she doesn't. And wait, there's a probability that the lady, do you know this? You could treat gonorrhea to an extent where the discharge and things would stop, but you still be on the medication, right?
Exactly.
And for a new relationship, there's a high probability that she may not also want to tell the man that this is my issue, thinking that this is probably going to be a protected intimacy. Maybe in the midst of sex, the condom went kaboom. Right?
Or they didn't
so
even
her
use
intention
condom
was never to have the man go through that pain and stuff. Maybe if the man had just picked up the call, she might have good explanations to why or settle things with the man. This is an instance where the man does not know anything from the onset. It came out of the blues. There's a probability that the lady does not know. Ghosting is not a mature thing to do unless the man came to play and go. But if he is here to stay with a lady, gonorrhea is treatable. There are various ways to get gonorrhea, which is not through sex only. I recently even knew that if a lady goes to, there are particular foods they could eat, or even the toilet.
The toilet. You can pick up from the toilet.
Okay, so this is the case here. She may have picked it from any of those, and not necessarily a man. So viewers, not every lady that has gonorrhea got it from a man.
Even men. Not all of them.
Man, don't go there yet. So, so don't go there yet. Wait, not every lady that has gonorrhea picked it up from a man. You understand why I'm saying don't go there yet? Very good. Not every lady that has gonorrhea picked it up from a man. So kindly, the fact that your lady has gonorrhea, it could come from lots of things. It's just like malaria. Okay, so do not penalize the lady because you think she has. Yes, because you think she has cheated or something like that. Kindly. Okay, let's go back to the topic. Like I said, there's a high probability the lady herself does not know. It's a new relationship. If the man came to play, then there's no need to stand or to wait to solve it. But if he's there, as a matured person, we could discuss it. This is a man who has experience in life and understands that gonorrhea is just like having a skin rash that can be cured. Right? Now he has it now. Even with couple, there are instances where they get gonorrhea and they ask the man, as you are treating yourself, avoid sex and treat your partner too. So unless a man who is not matured, this is not ghosting. But this story is very different from what I said first.
You see, you've raised a lot of points here.
So that bubbles down to the point that in this particular scenario, ghosting is it's not a good thing.
Let me.
Can you clap for yourself?
No. This particular scenario. Now we didn't say, like he said, he didn't also say every ghosting.
Clap for yourself.
No, he didn't say every situation.
I want you to clap.
Oh, but wait, it's like you are behaving like some particular pastors who will just take parts of the word from the Bible.
No.
Yes.
Especially.
Nobody said ghosting in general is a good thing.
But as a mature person, don't ghost.
No, he said something. He said there are some particular problems that you can't help but ghost someone. Yeah. Who is the same thing I said to you?
You see, there are certain points you raise from the one that I raised.
Do you know something? Let me look at that. But do you know that I can personally say that, okay, generally, I think ghosting is okay. And this applies to me, not you. I can personally just say, I think ghosting is the most mature thing to do. It does not, there's no categorized ghosting. And I feel, in general, it's just good. You do, I ghost. And that will only apply to me. Like I said, not everybody will react the same to any situation. There are some people who has been through life a lot so much that at the sight of a little problem, the only thing they can do is run. Bro, I know someone who has gone through a lot in relationships so much. Has gone through a relationship so much, came back home, a lady has stolen everything from his room. Now when he is back from work and sees someone coming out of the house with a plastic chair on the head, yes, I be you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand
it's
what
happened. So in this scenario, once beaten, you get it.
So my G, and let's you see the point I raised that you
personally ghosting. Some ghostings are very
raised
good.
A lot of concern, right? So let's see the guy here. You see, let's see the guy here, right? What could be what could be? Adena udi no. Nyoma bi aka usim. Tienye. Adena udi no. Nyoma bi aka usim. A wompe. Ebi a udi no. Senka wo ka kire ne se ade me be di no we na mehu problem we na ade ama me into treaty na wo fa ma the next person. The person can sit down and
I don't know the next person eba ho asem treaty se na be me no mienu enya bi ma dey ntia that means we be kono
we dey awie but wo person wo kọ so what say anase we dey awie but me person the point and person what say ne say who ghosting no
excuse me
hook up na so or gonorrhea
was it a shower lie
hook up so
na so no say nipa o
was it a shower lie
maybe a customer
the hook up thing they don't bring it
maybe do you know that hook up who for favorite o with him sir ebieni I heard something there was a story you said that there was this university girl.
Oh yeah. Myself won koko.
Very good. So so on your problem this still on connection with the better friend guys oh and mommy as a I'm maybe a diamaida. Me just say
esimiyem.
Next time mix us a cube in nose. What I say aha. So if you are saying that you didn't also specify if the lady was hook up, who's share or bar and on in the
account so only hook up.
So and hook up anything can. I don't know why they shake it, young girl.
Listen, hook up, you don't need long talk.
I who told you?
Hook up
price.
I
watch TV.
No. Hook up, you don't need long talk.
Have you hooked up before?
I have never done it, but I've seen I'm driving. See,
hook up, you don't need long talk.
One thing my old lady
you just ask.
See, my old lady gave me 3 rules in life.
How much for short? How much for?
I told you something. That's discussion. My old lady gave me 3 discussions in like 3 rules. He said, "Oh yeah, deal we are kwabna. Say we maintain kwamukra be ye. Open em babema. Me umi enupe. This is it. Oba jantra bra. Hook up. Oba you try and say that many be that. Secondly, obi yire onya wadam from potwe free no. Thirdly, oba webu ni nsa. And men cry. Many be that. These three things. This is what I live on. Okay? So I have never. But Obi Enim says if you are in a place of Tema and these places, I drive by. Sometimes I drive a call a place to order for food. Me wants to be jina hook up on any. By the time I in the next 30 minutes and 20 minutes, and that's still on any can ye. It's discussion, no. Senior, hook up your big girl. When him say hook up your big girl.
Chairman, hook up, yenen kasancho.
It's any answer because senior who hands-on experience.
Hook up, yen kasanche.
Viewers,
is you just ask how much for shots, how much for full nights. They will just give you their price. You can bargain. Oh, I can give you 30. I can give you 25. If she accepts, move on. If she doesn't accept, you don't move on. So don't bring hookup thing here. See, we have friends who do hookups. I am a media person. I do a lot of stories about hookup people. I don't want to disclose some of my stories that I've done.
Mama.
So please, if you bring that hookup thing here, I know Bob is giving some bombastic side eye, but that one there, we will forget about it.
The way you are explaining it, you're explaining somebody's work perfectly. What's wrong with you?
I'm telling you what kind of this is
that. To tell you that I am a media personnel and we do a lot of
men fancy media.
No, but no, come on. I've been doing media.
You
for all
do
my
the
life,
Kafika job. What to the hookup?
So let's come back. The whole thing is that
I feel ghosting is still the mature thing to do sometimes.
I think it is immature for a man to ghost.
I think it is very, very.
Let the person know he's wrong and then just move on. I mean, if you can continue to answer someone's call, it is not by fault. In fact, it is your phone. It is not his phone actually. If you don't want to talk to somebody again, just let the person know and then.
Do you know that I have this character where if I'm working with you, you are my employee. I mean, I have employees, of course. And I'm working with you and I realize you are stealing from me. I have this character of walking away without letting you know exactly what you did.
That is immaturity. That's not a good leader.
Okay, so I feel that before I employed you, I had explained to you from the beginning the norms, the rules and regulations governing Specs Business Center. Don't steal from me and we are family. If you have any problem, ask me, I'll give it to you. I might not even give it to you as a loan. So we have already, and when you were signing that contract, there were rules and regulations that were explained to you. Do not take from me. I will not hold on to your salary. So do not take from me. So if you know this perfectly and you break any of those, I may give you a letter and dismiss you. Just like that.
No, giving the person a letter and then dismissing the person.
Like I said, I might not even explain.
No, it's not every resignation, every sack letter that you need to. No.
So I may just give it to you.
90% of sack letters
are no longer required.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you let the person know that.
No. But I have not. According to you, I should explain the person's
fault. The services are no longer required because of so.
That is it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I find you in embezzlement. Like you have embezzled, you have done this. But this time I only said, "Good morning, sir."
If you're supposed to explain, that explanation should come with a policeman standing beside him.
Senior. But you see what you are saying. I mean, I am also a businessman, so I have 5 instances.
Of course, we are businessmen.
People come here and then they decide to leave without saying a word.
Oh, okay.
And we take it like that.
So you are talking out of pain.
No, I'm not talking out of pain.
He has been ghosted before.
Yes.
No, come on.
He's been a victim. No, he's been victimized.
No, come on. But this is the funny thing. I have instances where when I was starting, right? People came.
Do you know why they ghosted you?
No, wait. You relax. Let me finish. You will understand. People came and they exit without saying a thing.
And you know why?
And I was trying to let somebody know that this is what has happened to me. And they were like, "Oh, call them and then find out why they leave." I said that I'm not going to do it. Wait.
You see your first point?
No. Wait. Relax.
Yes,
wait.
I love that.
Wait.
He is now talking for you.
No. Wait. Mm-hmm. I said I'm not going to do it.
You treat people the same way.
But you will see the progress and you wish that you come back. And fast forward, right? You meet them and then they want to come back.
It doesn't mean they are wretched.
No. They want to come back. They want to come back and then work with you. But that chapter is being closed. Because the way he ghosted me, I don't find the need of giving him even the attention. And there are instances where, when the person that left, right, is going to look for a job, and his referrer, is my company, and they called that, do you know this person?
Who bother me, Papa?
Do you know this person?
I will go to you and so use you as a reference. Hey, of him.
So you see, I feel maybe you don't want to work with.
Why didn't you call to find out why they ghosted you? Because according to your explanation from the beginning, if we are going by your concept,
by my concept, you didn't understand. By my concept, did you understand? I'm saying that you are ghosting the person. Let the person know why you are leaving.
Oh,
so you see,
if Ronaldo ghosted me, and I am to find out why he ghosted me, then you can also find out why they ghosted you.
I have some
right, because he ghosted you, and in this case, the president stopped talking to both of us, just like that. So if we are to find out, like you said, then going by your scenario, you have to find out why your employee left you. No,
Meba, no. So now, who is who? I am the business. You think you don't want to be in my business.
He doesn't need you anymore.
You don't need my business again.
And
I should find out why you don't need my business. When I was opening that business, where were you?
I see.
The time
when the person was wronging me to where were you?
Wait.
When the person was wronging me,
the time that I had a vision to start what I want to start, where were you? You were nowhere to be found. It's a blessing, you being part of the business. It's a blessing, you being part of the story. So that when we are writing the history, your name will be captured. And when your name is being captured, it doesn't come with empty-handed. It comes with blessing. But you decided to exit without saying a word.
For a reason.
Let me give you.
For a reason. Do you understand that? For a reason.
No. Let me give you.
No, for a reason. I want you to accept that first. For a reason.
So let your reason be so that you see.
He ghosted you for a reason.
A
reason that is unknown to you.
So keep your known reason to yourself. I don't need to hear.
And don't
go and use my business. See, don't go and use my business for reference. Don't go and then want to come back.
That's a different thing.
Let me give you a scenario. Mr. Hobby's here, right? We've been together for.
I think he has a lot to talk about.
No, we've been together for years. And not that we've been like this for a year. A year ago, he was working somewhere. When he was going, he let me know that this is what he's going to do.
I mean, he did own his own business, to which he still does. So I know. Yeah.
Exactly. He's going to do A, B, and C. When he finished what he's doing, he said, now I'm free. I want to come back so that we start.
So that's a mature thing to do.
Come on.
Do you realize you don't have any problems with him? Do you realize he told you he was leaving because he did not find fault with you?
Come on.
Maybe if he had if he had seen what he didn't like.
This is a matured person.
But he did not go on.
But immature people will just go without saying anything.
Listen. He did not listen.
The funny thing is that you call them and then they are not picking your call.
According to your story, he did not have any problems with you. Hence, he was able to tell you the reason why he was leaving. Here's a case where you cannot still tell me why that particular employee left you. This time, you were good with Mr. Hobbist. Very, very good. Mm-hmm. So when he was leaving, he did not have any reason preventing him from telling you, my brother, I'm going to do A, B, and C. And when he was done to, he deemed it important, relevant, again, to tell you that I'm here, again, with my expertise to help you with the already existing reputation of your firm as well as mine. This relationship started from way back. Mm-hmm. Nothing disrupted the relationship, so there was no problem with him coming back. This is someone who has left for a reason not best known to you. He neither told you he has problems with you.
And you still never found out.
You did not find out.
And I don't want to know as long as I live.
You've both ghosted each other.
No. Who ghosted who? You see,
Calvin Boy sang a song. He said, "This time, if you show me ginger,
you see,
I go
show you pepper.
You see,
if you throw me fire,
Papa,
I go pour you water." So this time, he showed you ginger. and you showed him pepper.
Pepper them.
Let me tell you this, okay? You see, yes, say, oh papa, I'm sure. What's say? And that's all papa. Say one show cry. Oh yet the ya. What's say? And that's what papa no. So the need the man to say a jar in shira a wo a jar side no. Ubinya because you've done your part.
King James.
Relax. You relax. Let me
King James.
Relax. Let me
Don't
cut me off. Relax.
You said each time I say something, you answer me. So King James, I want to ask you. No. Before I forget. No. Wait. No. Not even pertaining to this. You see, when you told me about the employee leaving and later was stranded and needed your help, okay? I know when man say he come a gamma balloon.
I beg, explain.
Time changes. Okay. So, what if when he left, he built something bigger than you, and you were the one who met him walking, and he was driving, and you rather needed his help? You see, when we are talking, we talk in favor of ourselves. So because he ghosted you, you ghosted yourself, so he left without saying anything. And you met him still struggling, and he needed your help. You were able to flex your muscles. I mean, your pen power. What if he should have changed? What if he was in your shoes? What if when he left, maybe his destiny was not with you? What if you did something he didn't like, but he left and then got a bigger opportunity? And what if
you coming back to me?
No,
what
if
he is supposed to rather, what if he possessed that particular pen power? What if the table had turned? Because there is no written quotation that he did.
Okay.
I've seen a boss become a cleaner.
Listen, understand this. Be mindful of how you bank a door.
Every time the carpenter be boom.
Look, when you bank the door so hard, when you are leaving, you would destroy the door. See, I'm not saying
you say the person is not here, so you are talking in your favor.
No, I'm not talking in my favor. I'm not saying this. I'm not even talking about myself. But these are some of the things that I've worked in other institutions before.
I think Mr. Hobbes will deal with you on this one.
You see, if I'm not saying that your destiny is tied to the business that you are the business that you find yourself in. Maybe you are there to learn some few things for a few short months or a few short days. But when you are leaving, bank the door very well. Just close it very well. So that when you even have the power, you even get the upper hand, right? You will see where you started. And then you so feel proud that, oh, this was even the person that gave me even small light. No few light. But I was able to have had the opportunity to exceed higher than him. It's even a good thing to say. But don't bank the door whereby the person
way to
sees
destroy
you.
It when you are leaving.
So you see, the point I want you to understand.
I have this friend of mine who has few employees in his job, right? And one of his best employees left him mysteriously without a word. And he did not, from the beginning he did not want to inquire. And then later he called the employee and said, we should sit down because he's my best designer. So the employee said, I was raised to understand that you see your boss as a role model. So whatever he's doing, there's a big probability you learn from the onset. I didn't want to talk about this because he didn't ask.